Hello there and welcome. I'm Ole Brøgger, and if you're new here, I really hope I'll earn your subscription today. Today I'm going to build some scatter terrain for an undead landscape, and I got some foam here for some cliffs. We're also going to build yet another bridge, and then I got some 3D printed ruins, some of the reindeer moss, and some support material from the 3D printer. Some very cheap trees from Temu, and some bases of some scrap wood. So we better get started. First, I have this 120 by 60 centimeter thin, cheap EPS piece of foam. Yeah, and you see it's very fragile and it breaks instantly. I'm going to cut it in 3 pieces that are 40 by 60, and that will be the basis for our terrain. That was one. Let's see if we can make another one. I'm using my metal ruler and my hot knife to trim the edges so they won't be so fluffy. As you can see now, we got a very nice smooth surface here on the edges. And I just hate all this mess it makes. But it is cheap. And to make these more durable so they won't break like this corner here, I got an old cardboard box here that I'm going to glue on the back side of it. So probably somewhere around here. Yeah, I'll just make a rough cut with a scissor and then trim it so it will fit the foam. I got some very cheap paint brushes here, and they will be perfect for spreading out this glue. And it will actually suck up a lot of this glue. Now I just need to find something to put some pressure on this and make it an even pressure. So in about an hour, I think it is good to go. And while the glue on the base is drying, we can make the top part for our bridge. And I think I'll just split this in half and then we can make the bridge. I'm not going to make a resin port today. I'm going to make something more evil and undead. So let's see if we can start splitting this. And it doesn't even have to be straight. As long as these parts are straight, everything will work. Oh, I just hate cutting this. Using a hot knife on this EPS foam is actually quite good because it's like it's melting the surface, so this texture of EPS foam won't be as visible, and this will actually be a pretty good cliff. I actually designed this bridge myself, or partially. I found a bridge that I liked, but it didn't have the right size or form. So I just chopped it up in Tinkercad, and I found some 3D models of some skulls and put them here. And now we got something that is usable in an undead terrain. And I'm gonna put it right here and then we need to put some more stuff underneath it. Now I can't get any further with this until the base plates are dry, so I'll just put this aside and then we can start making some cliffs. I got some scrap foam here, and then I got a bit bigger block of foam here. And this is actually a single block of foam that was quite expensive, but I like to have some cliffs that actually has some elevation. And I maybe put another layer into this just to make it more interesting. I'll start chopping these up. I think I'll make 5 or 6 cliffs in different sizes, maybe one huge one and some smaller ones. So I can just put it around the terrain as I need it. I actually think I will put in some magnets so I can stack it more easily and it will stay together, and then I can just still use it as separate pieces as scatter terrain. So this is going to be awesome. I'll just clean up a bit here and then we can put in some magnets. I brought out my box of magnets and then I'll just make some marks here, press them down, and then I can put one here on top. Hope I can make the same marks. Yes. I'm putting in some double adhesive tape on top of the magnets, and when this is painted over, you won't be able to see these magnets. I'm quite satisfied with this, and it's holding up perfect with these magnets. I have these pieces of scrap wood that I have beveled the edges, and then I'm just gonna glue in some stuff. I got some of these tree supports from my 3D printer. And why not start out making a tree? And this tree is going to be very nasty. It's going to be a dead tree, so I'm going to use the hot glue gun to make some very slimy threads all along the branches. Let's set this aside and make another tree. And this tree is more like a normal tree. I'll just use some of this reindeer moss as very dead branches, and this will be more like a bushy tree, and then I'm going to paint them later. I found these dried up branches in my garden, and I'm just gonna break them apart and make some tree stumps out of it. I found these very cheap trees on Temu. I think I paid €1.50 for 10 of these. And I'm going to put a tiny piece of foam and make a small hill, and it will be very easy to put this pointed tip on top of it and use my hot glue gun to glue it in. I will do the same thing with the branches that I found in my garden. And I think these pieces of foam with the cardboard is almost dry. At least I can start trimming it, and then we can start building the dead and dry river. I'm using my hot glue gun to glue in the banks for the river, and the width of the river is decided by the length of the bridge. I'm not going to glue in the bridge because I want it to be more flexible, and then I can use other stuff in the future if I'm going to need it, so this bridge will be removable. I want a lower slope on this part of the bank, and then I'm going to cut a lot of pieces of my scrap foam and make some very pointy rocks. And here is where all my technical problems happened. Right after I finished up the cliffs on the side of the river, I had a small break, and then I went back and pressed record and continued the work on making the pointed rocks in the bottom of the river. But apparently nothing was recorded at all, even though I had a red light and my OBS studio said it was recording. I have 3 cameras running, recording directly to a hard drive. There was no file, no video, no sound. I used some cat litter in the riverbed and all the flat surfaces on the cliff. And now I can just start priming everything. I'm using the Army Painter's Ruin and Cliffs This is a spray paint that is foam safe. Unfortunately, you can't get it anymore. It took only about an hour for the primer to dry, and then I tried to make a potential setup here on my table, but it is a bit too big when I'm working on it here, so I'll just take it apart and then I'm going to dry brush all the scatter terrain and the cliffs and even all the stuff down here before we start to make some flocking and decorate the last things. I'm going to dry brush everything using some cheap craft paint. I have this light gray and I'm going to make it a bit darker. I want a bluish greenish tint, so I'm going to mix it up with some of my Vallejo air primers. The big flat terrain pieces where I put some cardboard on the back, they started to warp. Maybe I should have used some hot glue. But fortunately, I got this awesome knife from Two Trees. This is an ultrasonic knife and it just cuts through everything like butter with no effort. The Two Trees ultrasonic knife vibrates the blade with ultrasonic speed, and it just makes every cut effortless. You don't have to put pressure. The knife will just cut in all sorts of materials, cardboard, foam, plastic, whatever you like, and it is so more efficient. I would never have imagined that it would be so easy, and how I could ever have lived without one. Two Trees sent me this knife to test out, so I didn't pay for it, but if you would like to try one out, I will put a link in the description. And now I can actually straighten it out. Unfortunately, I broke a couple of my rocks, but that's not a problem. I can glue them back in. And now I can go back and finish up dry brushing the cliff sides of the river. I'm done dry brushing. Now to some inks and effects. I have this moss and some turquoise ink and some sienna. I'm gonna use my airbrush to give this build some color. This is Mod Podge mixed with a tiny bit of water and some black and brown paint. I'm gonna spread it all over the flat surfaces, and then I'm going to sprinkle this very fine sand on top of all the flat surfaces where I didn't put the cat litter. After the Mod Podge and sand dried, I put on some basing glue, and then I'm going to use this dark earth to make something that will look like a very old and dark, dirty road. I'll just sprinkle some summer undergrowth from the army painter. I'm not putting on much because this is a very bright color And I'm going to give it a darker tone later with my airbrush. And this is actually lemon tea. These tiny little lemon tea leaves and some Earl Grey is a very good way to make some cheap flocking. And finally, this is what I've been looking forward to in this build. I'm gonna fill up this riverbed with some basing glue, and then I'm using this basing material, a Tale of Grimdark from Kraut cover. Now this is one of my favorite basing materials. There is tiny skulls and bones mixed into the rocks and sand, and it just gives a perfect effect for what I want to achieve with this riverbed. And to lock everything together, I'm using this Kraut fixer. It will make the glue dry faster and bind everything together. And to darken everything down a bit, I'm using some thinned down black ink. I just move the airbrush very quickly above the surface, not to make everything totally black. To give it a more cold look, I'm using this blue ink, which is translucent. So it will just give the final pop that I need for this effect. And maybe it just got a bit too cold to look at, so I'll just give it a tiny bit of warmth with some burnt sienna. We also need a couple of tufts. I'll just put a few of them here and there. Not much, because this is very dead, but maybe there is chance of life somewhere. But not for this infected tree. I'm using some Yoo-hoo glue to make it more slimy, and then I'm going to paint it with some very nasty colors. Disgusting slime from the army painter, some oozing vomit, and of course it also needs blood. First some dry blood, and then we also need some fresh blood. I have some broken skeleton miniatures, and maybe I can use it for this project. I just saved them when they broke and thought maybe I could glue them back together, but why not use them for this? Now they need to be broken. And finally, a couple of drops of Kraut fixer to finish up everything. I'm actually quite happy how this turned out, because I only spent one day and a couple of hours this morning to finish up this project, and then I've used the rest of the day editing this video. So it is pretty fresh from the tape, if you can still say something like that. And this is going to be awesome for my campaign when my players arrive to the Deadlands. And this terrain is not the only thing I'm going to make. It just leads to another very huge build, and watch it here. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here, and if you already haven't done it, please hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment down below what you think about this terrain, and I will see you soon.